Hello students, in this video we will solve problems about polynomials, specifically problems regarding zeros and coefficients of polynomial. Let us consider the standard quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c. This is the standard quadratic polynomial. In this polynomial, a, b and c are constants. Now, to find the zeros of this polynomial, we need to equate this to 0. When this polynomial is 0, then the values of x are called the zeros of the polynomial. Let us consider that the zeros are alpha and beta. Now the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients of the polynomial are the sum of the zeros alpha and beta is equal to minus of b by a, and the product of the zeros alpha and beta is equal to the c divided by a. This is all that we need to solve these problems. The questions here are taken from NCERT textbook of class 10 general mathematics from exercise 2.2. The first question is x square minus 2x minus 8, and you have to find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial. So you have to find the zeros and verify the relationship. So you have to verify these two relationships. Now to find the zeros, let us equate this to 0. And you have learned factorization in class 9, so we will factorize this polynomial so that you can solve it. We will write this as x square minus 4x plus 2x minus 8 equal to 0. Now minus 4x plus 2x gives us minus 2x. So it holds true. Now we will take x common from the first two terms, x minus 4, and we will take 2 common from the last two terms, x minus 4. Now taking the bracket terms common, x minus 4 taking common into x plus 2 is equal to 0. Now solving this, we get x equal to 4 and x equal to minus 2. I hope you know how to solve this to get these two values. Now these are the zeros of the polynomial x square minus 2x minus 8. Now in this polynomial, we can see that here we can write 1, so value of a is 1. We can write minus 2 as b and minus 8 as c, and here 4 is alpha, that is the first zero, and minus 2 is beta, the second zero, the two zeros. Now verification, we are taking the first condition. First condition, left hand side is alpha plus beta. Let's add the two roots, 4 plus minus 2, that is equal to 2. On the right hand side it is minus b by a, here our b is minus 2 and a is 1, so the final answer we get is 2. Therefore the left hand side and right hand side of the first condition are equal. Similarly, for the second condition, we have to multiply the roots, alpha into beta equal to 4 into minus 2, the answer of which is minus 8. On the right hand side is c by a, here c is minus 8 and a is 1, so we solve to get minus 8. Here you can see that the second condition, the left hand side and right hand side of the second condition are also equal. Hence the roots are minus 4 and 2 and it is verified. Come to the second question. It is given as 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. Here the x term is written in last to confuse the students. We can write this as 6x square minus 7x minus 3 and equating to 0, we can write 7x as 6x square minus 9x plus 2x minus 3. Now while you solve more and more problems, you will get a better idea of how to transform this to get factorized parts. Now taking 3x common from the first two terms, the first term is 2x and the second term is 3. Taking 1 common from the last two terms, 2x minus 3 equal to 0. Therefore 3x plus 1 into 2x minus 3 equal to 0. We solve it to get x equal to minus 1 by 3, and from the first part, and from the second part x equal to 3 comes to the right hand side, that is 3, and by 2 is 3 by 2. Therefore the zeros are minus 1 by 3 and 3 by 2. We can refer to this as alpha, this as beta. In this equation we can see a is 6, a is with x square, so a is 6, b is with x, so b is minus 7, and c is minus 3. A is 6, b is minus 7, c is minus 3. To verify, the first condition is sum of the roots. Let's add the roots. Alpha plus beta equal to minus 1 by 3 plus 3 by 2. We add them to get minus 2 plus 9, that is minus 7 by 6. And the right hand side of the first condition is minus b by a, minus, here b is minus 7, sorry, this is plus, here b is minus 7 and a is 6, so we get it as 7 by 6. Therefore the first term is proved, as the left hand side if alpha plus beta and the right hand side minus b by a are equal, both are 7 by 6. Now for the second condition, the product of the roots alpha into beta is equal to minus 1 by 3 into 3 by 2. The two 3's get cancelled and the answer is minus 1 by 2. And the right hand side of the second condition is c by a. Here c is minus 3 and a is 6, so minus 3 by 6, we can divide them to get minus 1 by 2. Therefore we can see that the second condition is also satisfied, as both left hand side and right hand side are equal to minus 1 by 2. Therefore this problem is also solved and verified with roots minus 1 by 3 and 3 by 2. Now let us come to the third question here and the fifth question from the exercise. It is t square minus 15. As usual we will equate it to 0. Now we can solve it in many ways, but the easiest way is to remember the identity x square minus y square equal to x minus y into x plus y. We can use this identity to solve it easily. Here we can write this as t square minus root over under root 15 square equal to 0. Under root 15 square is 15. Now from this identity we can write t minus root 15 into t plus root 15 is equal to 0. Now by solving we get t is equal to root 15 and minus root 15. These are the two zeros, alpha and beta. Now for verification, the first condition alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a, the left hand side is alpha plus beta, so we'll add the two roots, root 15 plus minus root 15. These two will get cancelled out and answer is 0. And minus b by a, the right hand side is equal to Here we can see that a is equal to 1 as there is only 1 with t square, so a is equal to 1. You can see that there is no first order term, there is no t term here, so b is equal to 0 here, and c is equal to the constant term, that is minus 15. Therefore in the right hand side, minus b by a, we write it as 0 by minus 0 by 1. Now 0 divided by anything gives us 0. Therefore the first condition is satisfied as both right hand side and left hand side are equal to 0. Second condition, the product of the roots alpha and beta is root 15 into minus root 15. Taking the minus to the left hand side, we get minus root 15 square. So root 15 square is 15, so answer is minus 15. And the right hand side of the second condition is c by a, which is equal to, here our c is minus 15 and a is equal to 1, so it is minus 50. Therefore we can say that for the second term also the left hand side and right hand side are equal. Therefore the roots are root 15 and minus 15, and we have verified this problem as such, so hence verified. This way we can solve the problems easily.